Hello YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the process behind making my first ever commission. Before the video begins, I would like to mention that I am not in no way, shape, or form a professional artist or illustrator. So I do not know how to have like a normal commission experience, and any type of advice that I'm going to give you in this video, if I do give advice, should be taken with a grain of salt. Basically, what I'm going to do today is just tell you the story of how I got to this first commission experience and tell you the process behind me making the piece that you see me making now. So our story begins in a weird way, as all commission experiences begin. Basically, for me to be able to get this experience, I actually had to go and meet an author who came into town. If you don't know already, my favorite author at the moment is Angie Thomas, the creator of The Hate You Give, which is also my favorite movie right now. And she came to my town recently and had an author meetup kind of thing where she answered questions about her new book, which I am reading right now, on the come up. And she also answered questions about The Hate You Give. And she also answered questions on being a part of the movie and learning the experience of writing books about people of color and all of that. So when I first heard that Angie Thomas was coming into my town, I was hyped. I was so excited. I was like, whoa, I gotta do a lot of things, gotta prepare for this, gotta be like mentally prepared, like I'm ready, like do I need to like not go to school for the whole day today? Because like I was hyped, but like this is my favorite person on earth. As you heard me say before, I can gush about Angie Thomas for hours because like she's an incredible woman and an incredible author. After I bought my tickets to see Angie Thomas, I had one big question on my mind. As you guys know, I'm an artist and I like to make fan art of the things that I like. And the thing that was on my mind was, can you give an author fan art at book signings? Because from what I know was like the TV trope, authors sitting in a chair has security around them. Only thing you do is give them your book and have them sign it, and that's it, nothing else. You don't get to interact with the author. So I decided to ask one of my friends who runs libraries and do go to events like this very often, like, hey, do you think it'd be okay if I were to give fan art to the author? And of course, my friend, who I've known for a very long time now, was very hype about this, and she was ready for me to like make fan art and give it to the person. Like she also convinced me like to put my social medias down, like let her know who I am, because like she believes that I'm gonna be someone in the future who's gonna be #1 bestseller like her. I'm gonna be like famous like her one day, hopefully. I don't know why that she believes I have that, but it's kind of good to have someone in your corner who believes in you and hypes you up like that. So yeah, she was ready for me to make this fan art, and she was hyped for me from the day of. And when I got there to see her, she was just like, let's go, let's do this, I'm so happy for you, I'm so excited, I can't wait to see what happens. I recorded like the whole meetup on my Instagram. You can see that like I'm filled with emotions. Like right now I can't really even put it together in words, the whole meetup, because Angie Thomas is an incredible woman, an incredible author. Like there's so much for me to say, but like I can't articulate it somehow. It was just a lot of emotions. So if you want to see what I went through that moment, because I think I blacked out really, you can see that on my Instagram, and you can see the fan art that I actually gave her. I drew the picture of the character from her book The Hate You Give, because I haven't read On the Come Up yet. I'm still not done with On the Come Up yet, and I'm kind of sad about that because it's a really good book and y'all need to read that. So yeah, before I gave Angie Thomas the fan art, I did meet up with my librarian friend and I showed her the picture, which I think that led to the commission experience that I have now, because when she saw it, like she was speechless for a solid like couple minutes. Like she like didn't say anything, and she was just like dumbfounded, I guess, when she saw the artwork, which she already knew before that I am an artist and I do like to make artworks for a lot of things, but like I haven't really seen her look so shocked at a picture before. Like I haven't really seen many people like have great emotions when it comes to my artwork. Like, I get most people just like, oh, that's cool, and like that's about it. Like, I don't really get to see people like filled with like some type of emotion. About a week or so later, we're talking about like going to other Angie Thomas event and other author events in the summer. And like at the end of her email, she asked me like, hey, would you like to make a piece for me to hang in the library? Like, we can get together, we can like negotiate a price. Which at first, like when I read that, like I had to reread that email over and over again, because I was like, huh? Why would someone pay me to make art? And second of all, why would you want it to go in your library? Which her library is neat and orderly, and I felt like if it was any of my artwork, it would kind of just stand out a little bit too much, and I kind of didn't want that to happen. But of course, like, she wanted my art in her library, and I was like, okay, I guess if you want to pay me, that's pretty cool, that's pretty chill. A couple of days later, me and her meet up and we talk about the piece, and there's not really much for me to say about this part of the story, since basically she gave me free reign over it because she wanted to be surprised. Like, she wanted to be just as surprised as she was when she saw the Angie Thomas piece that I made. So she was like, do whatever you want, as long as it has the school colors from my library in it and it has to do something with reading, I'm good. So I was like, okay, bet, it's gonna be good. Hopefully, if I could put anything together with this. So at first I was gonna do like a 3-color challenge, but recently I've been having kind of trouble making those type of videos and making those type of paintings, because like I didn't really know at first what medium I was gonna do. I was like, am I gonna do digital art? Am I gonna do watercolor? Am I gonna do this and that and that? But ultimately, I did go to watercolor because it's the medium that I think is going to last the longest, and it's also something that I can buy paper for and have it fit, because I would have done digital art, but my printer can't print at poster size. Well, I'm calling it poster size, even though it's like a 9x12. So that's basically it for the story of me getting to the commission. So now I'm just going to talk about me actually making the commission. Oh boy. When I tell y'all, this piece was challenging. It really was challenging. It took me a whole month to make this piece, which is really funny because like when it comes to any other type of commission, I could do it in one day, forget about it, and never like ever go back and look at it ever again. But for this one, like, I put a lot of time and energy into it, and it really did pay out in the end for me to do that. I had a blast making this piece because free reign. I love when I get to have free reign on any type of commission, or like where you just tell me one thing and just let me do the rest by myself. Those are my favorite types of commissions that I ever had in my life. And I guess right now I'll just explain all the symbolism that I put in this piece, because there's a lot. Each and every one of the characters that I drew in this piece have their own meaning that is near and dear to me. So I'm just gonna tell you what it's supposed to mean, even though like this piece is kind of up to interpretation when it comes down to it. But I'm gonna tell you what I get from my own piece. The character on the far left represents Beachella, or Baychella. I call it Baychella. I hate pronouncing it as Beachella. It just sounds wrong to me. She just represents everything that Beyonce represented in Baychella, and coming home, homecoming, and being yourself and being proud of your ethnicity. Like, all these characters are black people or biracial people, but have like African American history and have like African in its core. So I just had her wearing basically an outfit that someone would have wore if they went to the concert and got merch from it. So she's wearing Beyonce's yellow hoodie and the yellow leotard, and she was gonna wear shorts, but since this is a library that does have younger kids, I decided to be safe with the school and just give her long pants in order to like just stay within reasonable bounds. And also I gave her like very bright and obnoxious makeup because I love that type of looks on people. It's kind of like a jazzy, if you know her from BuzzFeed and all that, how she wears like her hair with bright colors and has bright bold lipsticks. That's basically all that I wanted to have with that character. Like she's like a symbol of feminine empowerment kind of, while also being kind of like, I don't care what you think about me because I know that I'm boss and bomb and all that. The character next to my Beyonce is representing African garb and African history. I really don't know much about traditional dress, but what I do know is I love making up patterns and all that. It's so fun, and I love the designs of traditional garbs and dresses. So I decided just to make a character who's confident in her history and confident in her style and confident in what her people can make. Because I do know if we come together like these characters I have on the screen, we would be powerful as people. We could take over the world if we just came together and we sat and loved each other and understood where we all come from in the scheme of themes. If we just did that, we'll be as powerful as the characters that I have right here. The last character represents Black Panther. It's really as simple as that. I wish I put more thought into the guy. Basically, what I figured out was, hey, I put a lot of females on this poster, and if there's going to be other kids like me in the library looking at the poster, we don't just only want there to be black females. We want all of us to be represented on the poster. So I decided to put a male in there, and he's Black Panther. Everyone loves Black Panther. I love Black Panther. I haven't stopped talking about Black Panther since I went to see the movie. My family is tired of it, but I'm not. I love the movie. And I just wanted him to be Black Panther. At first, I was going to also have him be Miles Morales by making a mask, but after all the sketches I've done, it's been proven that that would have been too hard for me to make, and I don't know how to do that in watercolor at the moment. So we'll just have to scrap the idea for later. All the characters in this piece are jumping out of the book. And specifically, the one who's supposed to look the most kind of ghostly jumping out of the book is the character in the middle, because like she's the leader of this group. What I wanted for anyone who's going to look at this poster, I want for them to see themselves in a book. That's why I hope the meaning shines through in the poster. Is like we have our own stories to tell and our own history can be found. Which is why I'm calling this piece History Can Be Found in Any Genre. As in like we have Angie Thomas, we have Black Panther, and hopefully we can have millions of other books. We have Jason Reynolds books, which he writes a lot of stuff that's like really good, and it has like even like little bits of history in it and like stuff that we can learn about today. It has our stories in it. So what I hope for people who see it is like they notice that their stories are in all genres of books, and hopefully like more authors are encouraged in the future to write more stories about Black lives and about African history and about the African lives of today. Hopefully like people feel more represented in their cultures when it comes to reading book. And with the explaining of my piece being done, I'm actually pretty much close to finished with this piece. I had a lot of fun making this commission. As I said, it was my first one, so it was really a daunting task. And I'm so happy that the person who got this commission was really happy and excited when she saw, like, she didn't, again, she was speechless for like about 5 minutes and like just couldn't really explain how she felt when she saw it. Like she was so happy, like she got other people who were in the room with her like come over to see it because it was just like so fantastic to her. Like I love seeing that when people do see my art. I like seeing if they're happy. I love the response that can come with it. I don't care what kind of response people have to my stuff, but when it's like happy, it makes me feel good because I love evoking an emotion out of people. and I was so happy that she was happy with it. And also I was surprised with how much she wanted to pay me for it. I'm not going to tell you all how much she paid me for the piece, but I'll just say it's pretty generous for what I actually did and how much time it actually took me to take it. Because being how unprofessional I was with the school year and all that, it took me about a month longer than what I wanted to make this piece. So it took me forever to get this back to her. And if this was like any other commission, I feel like that would make someone want to devalue my art because of how long it took. So yeah, I'm about done with this piece, and I really don't have much left to say about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If the person allows me, if you guys want prints of it, you can probably find it on my website one day. Well, no, you can't have prints of it. No, because this is a commission. But I do have a website now, and I could also make you guys commissions where you could buy, where you could just, I don't know, I'll make a little tab maybe of a shop where you buy a commission, you set your price, and I make something for you if you want something like this of your own. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.